Hey guys, it's Abby from Autumn of Pellinor, and today I'll be talking about not rereading anymore. As a child, I would reread constantly. I have always read quite quickly, obviously getting faster as the years go on, but I've always read quite quickly, and so I would go back and reread a lot of my books. I don't have them here because I've only brought books that I want to read that I haven't read yet to uni, but a lot of my old books are tattered and falling apart. Harry Potter, the whole series of Harry Potter, the Pellinor series, Ali Carter books, and lots of others are just falling apart because I read them and reread them and reread them. My Enid Blyton books, the famous 5, Twins at St Clair's, Mallory Towers, I would reread over and over and over again. I think I've read his Dark Materials by Philip Pullman 8 times, the whole series. But I don't do it anymore. I haven't reread a book in a very long time. Not even Harry Potter, which is quite an easy reread for the first few books. And I think I can blame the internet for that. We blame the internet for everything. But now that I have access to all of these books and I can see so much, I get exposure to a lot more books that sound really, really good. And so instead of spending my time rereading something that I know I love, I'm like, oh, I should try something new. It doesn't help that I bought a lot of these, because I think it's a mistake everyone makes when they first get introduced to BookTube, buying too many books. So yeah, I bought loads of them, and I feel like I can't reread my old favourites because, oh, I need to read these books because I haven't read them yet and I need to classify them as read to reduce my TBR. And I understand how that's happened. I know it's fully my fault, but it's kind of sad. I used to love rereading. I would quite happily just be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna sit here and sit up all night till stupid o'clock in the morning, which is where my messed up sleeping pattern comes from, and read this book that I've read a million times. And there are some books where I can just open them, start on any page and know where I am. There are books where I can dance around the different plots and I know where I am because I read them again and again and again. And although I do love the books that I've been reading recently, I've only read them once. And part of me feels like I should read them again, because they've only had one go through. You learn so much more reading stuff for the second time. But can I justify it with all these other books? And so part of me is kind of like, okay, if I reduce my TBR, if I get through all of these, I can reread everything, but then there'll be new books coming out. There are always new books coming out. And as a kid, I didn't notice. If it was a favourite author, my mum would be like, oh look, there's a new one out, do you want to spend your pocket money? But with the internet, it's like, boom, 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 here's all of these books, you need to read them all, they're so good. And they are. But rereading has a certain kind of magic to itself. I'm not entirely sure why I'm making this video. It's mainly for me to look back on and just say like, Abby, reread. You enjoy rereading. But I never ever justify the time for it anymore. It's kind of sad. But then at the same time, I'm exposed to a lot more stories. I get to see a lot more authors. So instead of just constantly rereading books that I already own, I'm buying and supporting more authors, or even the same authors, and just having more of their books. So yes, it's a double-edged sword, the internet and books. Who knows? Yeah, this is just a short little video. I just kind of needed to get this out and kind of remind myself that I can reread things, but I don't need to feel bad about not rereading, and that my favourite series will always be there for me when I want to go back to them. So yeah, thanks for listening to my rambling, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.